Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So when Mr. Naraki asked me to present this award, I am going to admit that my first thought was, you're going to force me out of my cozy hobbit hole on a Tuesday night and force me to be sociable. Then I asked who the student was, and Mr. Naraki told me, and then my mood brightened. The Kaha Award is in some sense the award of all awards because it takes into account not only the student's successes, but what it took to achieve those successes. It cares not only about ends, but about means. It is a deontological award. Any of my philosophy students out there? In other words, we're often impressed when we hear about a student's athletic achievements, or their GPAs, or the scholarships they've been awarded. Those are very important. But an important consideration we often overlook is what it took to get there. It's one thing to win the game on easy mode, okay? Quite another thing to win when the game is set on hard. I've been teaching this year's honoree now for 2 years. In my intro to philosophy class last year, this student demonstrated a deep passion for the subject matters, as well as a lively and precocious curiosity. Ever the philosopher, she enjoys discussing big ideas and engaging in intellectual discourse, a trait that has served her well this year in AP Lang, where she has had to read many difficult books, write more than a few challenging papers, and give several daunting presentations, all of which she executed with grace. What? The Kaha Award is all about effort, determination, and grit. It is meant to recognize a student who has overcome obstacles, a student who never gave up, even when others might have. Through it all, the winner of this year's award never once complained, never once cited her own obstacles as an excuse. Nary once asked me to make special exceptions for her because of what she's been through. Unlike many of her peers, this student has played the game of life on hard mode, but you would never know it. Unfailingly mature, she has worked tirelessly to get an education, to hone her mind, to cultivate virtue. People misunderstand virtue. I think Aristotle had it right when he said, and I am quoting the OG Greek philosopher, that, quote, we become just by doing just acts, temperate by doing temperate acts, and brave by doing brave acts. Without acting well, no one can become good. What he meant by that is that virtue is not about having the right opinions. We don't become virtuous by grappling with theories or reading ethics textbooks. We become virtuous through habit and practice, day in and day out. We arrive at the virtues, Aristotle said, by first exercising them. Throughout her time at AMSA, in and outside of school, this individual has been tested, she's put in the work, and she has proven herself. As a result, she has become virtuous. Now we celebrate her dedication, her resilience, and ultimately her success. Grace Mason, first.